Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful blue sky, a sunny morning. Very chilly though, because we are at the end of autumn, so it's moving into those winter feels. The sun really is shining, and there's actually beautiful blossoms on my gum tree that the birds are flocking into. Had a lovely chattery day yesterday with the birds over the bird bath. It's lovely. Anyway, what you can probably see is the wind gently turning around my sun reflector thingy. I might have to move it because it's a bit distracting for this, isn't it? I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I forgot to do my turn off the notifications, etc. on the phones, but surely there's not going to be many. Let's just go across to the cards. Bring your psychic senses with you and your spirit guides. Here we go. Now, what we have, I have got the thing here, is the Guild of Brevi Lenormand. I think I've snuck it over a wee bit far there. Hold on, let me see if I can just shift it a little. There we go. That's a matter of shifting the table, not the camera. Anyway, the Guild of Brevi Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti, and it's the expanded edition. A lovely set of cards. I really enjoy these. We have the three cards that I've got laid out ready for our spread, and card 35 is in the home space. That's the anchor. We've got the theme for the day. That central card is card 18, which is the dog. I love the dog. And card 32 is in the workspace, and that is the moon. So I'll just shift that over so that if when Fiona comes in, she can see the corresponding numbers at the bottom for these. These are referencing those that are the regular playing card deck. So you can read Lenormand from a playing card deck if you remember what the relative meaning, which one symbolises what. That's what that is. So here we have our wisdom today, and it is a focus on the good. And isn't it gorgeous? I love that. It's the beautiful wide eyes. It's just that realm of looking into the window of the soul. The eyes. It's gorgeous. I love them. Right, going to zoom in for us. So what we can get is a closer picture of the three cards that we're looking at. And I'll just double check if there's any guests on. Anyone in the audience? No, there's not. And I'll also show, there's something happening here that's not quite right. What is that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's pop up the psychic.online as the website first. So that's the website where you'd go into the readings tab if you want readings or find out a bit more about me. And this here is the Buy Me a Coffee. If you click on that in the Ros Boundy page in Facebook, you'll see those two links. Okay, and we've got a hello from Michaela. Lovely to see you here this morning. Hi. You've come in early. Well, I am actually almost on time. I was just a couple of minutes early after the 8 a.m. So here in Adelaide time, that is. And hello, and it's lovely and all. Yes, it is. It's wonderful to see you here. Okay, let's get into the reading. So what we have with the dog is that readiness to play, that unconditional love that the dog epitomizes, absolutely. And it really is ready to play. It's got the ball there, as that's the typical toy that we identify with dogs, that they're always ready to play with a ball of some sort, and certainly ready to go for a walk at any point in time. And from having the dogs myself, I can absolutely say that is true. They are ready at any time. As soon as you say, want to go for a walk, they're ready. Want to play, they're ready. And also that sense of connection that they have with you, it is present all the time. It is an unconditional love. So as our theme for the day today, be open to giving and receiving in all aspects, that readiness for love, unconditional love, and playfulness. So have that mindset of being ready, flexible for play and love. Right, that's the summary for that one. Now, and I can see Michaela still chatting there with a chilly morning. Yes, it is very chilly. I can feel it around my feet at the moment. And yes, love the doggy. Isn't he gorgeous? I'm just assuming it's a he. It could be a she. It's just for us here, for what we see in the cards, it is a dog. Um, I've never liked the other word for it when it's the male is a dog and the female is a bitch. I really don't like that. I don't know where it came from, but it's just a word, and it is a description of the two different genders. Yeah, genders of the dogs. Oh, gosh, my tongue is slipping this morning. It hasn't warmed up yet. I've only had one sip of my coffee, so maybe if I have another one, and I just dropped my coaster. Hold on a sec, got to get that. I certainly can't put hot cups on this desk, being an antique. Yum. It's a well-used antique. Right, here we go with the anchor in our home space. So that's bringing to us the ability we can ground. We put this on whatever, we attach it to wherever, whatever we want to tie it to as that holding point, and then the anchor spiky thing goes into the ground to actually hold that space. So if you're wanting to hold your boat steady in the seas, the oceans, that's what you do. You've got that chain attached to the bow of the boat, and it is usually the bow of the boat because that's the one that then swivels to holding it into the wind so you're not buffeted all over the place. And sometimes it does take a careful choice of where we're going to anchor things. If you're out bush and you're wanting to anchor your winch onto something solid so that you can have the other anchor point pulling your car out of a bog or something, you need to choose that very reliable solid point, whether it's a tree or sometimes tree stumps are too old and they'll pull out and not give you that oomph to do it. It's finding the right place to tie off that anchor so that it's being used well. As far as whatever the source is to what its destination is. In our home space, I'm feeling that for today, it's actually bringing us that sense of anchoring I am getting that loving energy. I'm feeling that it is that we are putting out in our family grouping. So if you have children, you already know that instinct to love your children, regardless of sometimes what dumb actions they put into place, and that goes until they're adults. I can tell you that from experience. But it brings forward that is the safety of the family home being the anchor. That is the anchor point where this will hold true. And maybe it's those people or the relationships that you hold that is on the other end, and it can be wheeled in or out as it's needed. Sometimes when we need to let go of the children and allow them to live their life out in the big wide world, which it does happen, done it 4 times, they need to be in control of their anchor so that at times you will get them returning and holding space, being grounded in your home space, right? And it does feel like the house is sometimes the anchor, but it's not the house, it's the people that are within it. It's the relationship that you hold as a couple in a partnership, or as the parent in a family. And it doesn't matter which style of family grouping that you have, or a leader in a community even, because that is as far as I figure that our home can extend to. It's our home space, it's our community town space. Sometimes it can be the state or the nation, that type of thing when you're getting into a more patriotic sense of what is home. But I'm feeling it is for that smallest of units of being first yourself in your home space and anchoring, grounding what you need to be doing today. Okay? And here we go, I'm just going to pop into the chats now. So Julia, good morning, Ros. cold here as well. You got on full volume and I can hardly hear you. Well, that's interesting. Yesterday I had some others Saturday, I had others mentioning that this microphone is not doing its job anymore. I get the impression it's the microphone not doing its job. It is plugged in. Is that better? I can put it right up to my mouth and hold that there, place it in front of me a little more discreetly. Let's see if that's going to work a bit better. Is it working better? Oops, I just tapped a key on the keyboard. So is that better? And coffee is awesome. Oh, coffee is the best. I really do enjoy a good coffee, especially the fresh ground from the beans is the best. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Ros, and everyone. Lovely to see you here too. And we do have a troll type, or whatever you call them. Do report that, block them, whatever you can. That would be in my Ros Boundy face page, I think, not the profile. I don't know if the trolley peoples can comment like that on the personal profile that's turned to a professional profile. I don't know. Facebook just keeps confusing me. So, if you see it, report it as a spam and block it for yourselves. And loud and out, good. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Julia's saying the same. Okay, I've got no idea why it hasn't been picking up like it used to. Maybe it's getting old and cranky like me. It is an old microphone. Works really well, used to. Might have to get my other newer one out. I have got a directional one, but I've got to have that virtually under my mouth, which is why I don't like it for these types of shows, these types of live streams. And where was I up to? Anchoring and being grounded, and now here we are in our workspace with the moon. The moon is way out there. It's not grounded, but it certainly gives a huge influence to our world, to the earth, because of the way that it affects the gravitational pull into the tides and all of that sort of thing, and goes through all of those phases of the moon. So its influence does wax and wane a lot, cycles through every month. And we've got the mechanism of all of that sitting here as part of our zodiac wheel with the planets as well. So it's that whole mapping of influence that we have as our own natal astrology. But in the workspace, it is to do with the business side of how its influence is going to be for us today. So if you have a business or you started a job on a particular date, you can put that in as an event in a natal chart. An event as a natal chart, but you call it an event, and it can give you the blueprint of what that particular job or a business, if you've incorporated on a particular day or you just started a partnership on a particular day, you can use that. And with the moon, it's that more feminine energy, so it's showing us the pathway in a more nurturing and gentler way, in my view. So we've got that influence in a steady cycle of what these, the month and the tides and the influence with each of the planets as it moves through the full cycle of what the moon is, the month, So take the light that is being shone on what you're doing today. So there'll be something that's going to stand out more so than others. If you do know astrology or have an astrology app like I do, I use Astro Gold, you might be able to find the interpretations a lot easier to use that way, to help guide you as to what today might be emphasizing. And it could even show you some possibilities for what the week is, for what the month is, and the cycles that you might be moving through with more specifics. It's a very interesting platform. I've got someone ringing me. I forgot to do that, didn't I? It'll go away. Excuse me, as it just did. Because the microphone's that close to it now, you might have heard that. I dare say you did. There you go. the things that we need to be reminded of in using our technology. Turn the airport mode on, the airplane mode or whatever, so that I don't get those things come through. Oops. Anyway, we're having the light shone onto something more specific within our work today. Take note of what that might feel like. You might feel a tingle, like it is the moonbeams shining on something for you through the day. Okay, so it really is, as far as a summary goes, and I'll just check the comments first. No, that's all right, haven't got any further. As a summary goes, I really feel it is that readiness to be in play mode, to jump in and be flexible for whatever happens today. But ultimately, it comes down to that unconditional love for those who surround you, for the activities that you are doing, so that even in your workspace, shift your perspective to that you love what you're doing. Even if it's mundane, boring and otherwise, it brings it into the whole picture of what you are doing as your income earner, as that is sustaining you in a work mode. That you love to do. Make it something that you love to do, and love doing it. Even if it's not something you don't particularly enjoy, the perspective and how you put your thoughts into it as being, well, this is really sustaining my life in this way, and enumerate for yourself in your mind the benefits and what that's bringing to your family home as the income, and helping it be that stable place from that income and all the rest. Create that story that really is moving you forward in prosperity. But it's not for the money, it's for the experience of loving energy that can be continued in whatever way it needs to be used. Okay, so hopefully, I am hoping that has made some sense for you. Okay, sometimes it might sound like there's a bit of a uncertainty, because in my head the thoughts are still being shifted around by spirit, and I don't always catch them in that first instance. Okay, and Fiona, good morning, Fiona, Ros Gurley, and all around the globe, a good afternoon or a good evening. And the numbers, the day number is 6, and the cards combined with their numbers are in a 4 today, the 4 energy. So if you have numerology or a little guidebook for it, I've got a little one somewhere. I don't always refer to the numbers. I could go to the numbers cards there and look it up, which would probably be a good idea, because I have that too. But that's not, I tend to do most of my things through the thoughts and what comes through third eye and connection with spirit. I'm not as reliant on the tools as I used to be, and I just take it as what spirit gives. Okay? And there's so many different ways that we all use our intuition gut, all the rest, and the knowledge that we've gathered and that wisdom it's given us. So thank you from Michaela and Fiona too for the numbers. And thank you so much. And Fiona's saying good morning to Sharon, and Michaela as well. Hi Michaela, and thank you so much. Absolutely wonderful, and thank you, Fiona. 100% appreciate you being here with bringing us those numbers, the numerology. Thank you. Would be lovely to have you as a guest one day on a live stream, and share your experience of what your numbers, how you got to do them, learn them, all that sort of stuff. Be wonderful. We might sort that out. Anyway, it is time to go. I've got a swimming day today, because after all of that, my skin's a lot better, and I feel confident that I can go and swim. So looking forward to that after a couple of weeks not. So whatever way you're enjoying your day, be prepared for that flexibility of doing some playful stuff, and look around as if you are that unconditionally loving dog, inviting others to play with you too. And if you see that from the other way round and someone's inviting you to play, well, trust your intuition with it and come and play. Keep being the best you. And here we go. Fiona, I got in the last minute, so I'm going to re-watch. Yes, I received the messages there. Thank you, Ros Gurley, and all around the globe. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much, Fiona. And on that note, keep being the best you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.